Sangeet and the Missing Beat. Sangeet loves music. She can play 5 different instruments and she can sing too. She is always composing something new and telling everyone about her musical tunes and rhythms. Her favorite instrument is the tabla. The tabla is handmade and each player who plays it makes their own unique sounds. It is amazing. Sangeet has seen many men and a few women play tabla, but of course anyone can do anything. Someday, Sangeet is going to be a tabla master. One day after school, Sangeet had exciting news. Dad, Dad, Dad! The most super duper best thing ever happened at recess today. There were noises everywhere. The teeter-totter was bouncing, the swings were squeaking, and all the kids were laughing and screaming. Then, through it all, I heard the most incredible beat in my head. It's perfect for my tabla. I'll play it now so you can hear it too. Sangeet's dad smiled and raced her to her room. Sangeet sat down crisscrossed at her tabla. She flexed her fingers and gave her wrists a good shake. She took a deep breath, straightened her posture, and began to play. Din din daga thakita. She tried it again. Din din daga thakita. Still not quite right. She looked at her dad in confusion. Dad, I've got half a beat stuck in my head, and there's something missing. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'm sure you'll figure it out. You always do, Sangeet's dad replied with confidence. Sangeet shrugged and continued to practice playing her beat. She played for hours, and then after dinner, she played again until bedtime, trying to get it right. When Sangeet's mom came to say goodnight, Sangeet was playing pretend tabla with her hands on her thighs. What are you working on, Sangeet? Asked her mom. Mom, I've got a half beat stuck in my head and something is missing. How about you try again tomorrow? I'm sure you'll figure it out. You always do. Sangeet's mom smiled and tucked her into bed. That night, Sangeet dreamed of her completed beat. It played through the skies among the clouds, through the forests and across the rivers in beautiful timeless ripples. The mountains of rock, the little blades of grass, and all the creatures vibrated with the same beat. The next morning, Sangeet tried to recreate the beat from her dream. Din din daga thakita. It still wasn't great, but Sangeet wouldn't give up. She drummed her pencil during class. She played tabla on her lap at recess, and she even tapped her feet while she ate. By the end of the week, Sangeet was out of ideas and feeling a little discouraged. Sangeet, called her mom. Look who's here. Daddy G. Sangeet jumped into her grandma's arms. Sangeet's grandma was a musical genius. She had traveled the world playing music of all kinds. She'd know what to do with her unfinished beat. Daddy G, I need your help. I've got half a beat stuck in my head, and I can't figure out the rest. What should I do? What should I do? Let's hear it, Sangeet's grandma said excitedly. Sangeet played her beat for her grandma, who smiled as she listened. Din din daga thakita. See? Something is missing. What can I do? Sangeet's grandma paused to think before answering. Every great musician knows that you need to practice, and also listen. Listen? Asked Sangeet. But I hear the beat all the time in my head, and I still can't get it right. Sangeet, said her grandma, I'm sure you'll figure it out. You always do. Sangeet knew her grandma had to be right, but she still didn't know what to do. She thought about when she first heard the beat. It all started with a sound. She needed to listen. What could she listen to? It was quiet now, except for noises from the kitchen. Oh, an idea! Sangeet rushed to the kitchen. Everybody, I need your help. I've got half a beat stuck in my head, and I think I might know what to do to finish it. Dad, I need you to do the dishes. Mom, I need you to chop some veggies and tap your feet and yes, Daddy G, can you sit on the stool and tap your spoon on the table? Sangeet instructed everyone to create overlapping sounds. She closed her eyes and listened as her beat emerged from among the sounds around her. Din din daga thakita, tu nu katha, daga thakita dina. There it was. I've got it. Sangeet played the completed beat on her tabla for everyone to hear. They nodded their heads as they took in the sounds. Everyone loved it as much as Sangeet. When her grandma said goodbye, she gave Sangeet a big hug and said, "I knew you could do it. You really have an ear for music. I can't wait to hear what you come up with next." Sangeet listened to her grandma's footsteps tap on the walkway. The way her grandma moved made a beautiful rhythm that would be perfect on her tabla. Sangeet ran to her tabla and got to work, composing a new, fantastic beat.